Welcome everyone. And today, for our discussion ride through commentary, we are doing the Timber Mountain log ride at Knott's Berry Farm.
$5. If you know, you know.
That was a Chris thing.
All right. Well, hello, everyone who is not joining us yet.
That's because we were almost on time-ish.
I know, we were trying to be on time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people will come. Anyway, if you're watching this later on, welcome. Thank you for watching.
And who do we have over here?
Yeah, there's like a stranger.
Right there.
Stranger. Who are you and what is your name?
I am awake.
Yeah.
I told you if I came on every week, you would be bored with me. So this is
Oh, looky here.
No. Someone did join.
How is she still awake?
That's all she did. She's already back to sleep now.
She was waiting just to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Lauren. So how are we doing, Sam?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah. I am awake. I'm here. I am ready. So.
And
anyway.
Have you ever seen this ride?
No, never. I've never been to Knott's Berry Farm. Don't really know a lot about Knott's Berry either. So this is going to be interesting to see.
We're going
I do love log flume rides.
Yeah, and she wasn't there on the Calico mine train.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I was telling Chaz that it's got the same kind of animatronics.
Oh, right. That's in the mine train. Yeah.
And the mine trains were really cool.
Yeah, it's funny because I haven't been on this ride since I was a little kid, so I don't remember it too much.
Mm.
See, she hasn't slept, so now she's gonna go to bed.
Yeah. She'll fall asleep listening to us talk.
Just a little ASMR, and then you're good.
Yeah.
So the log ride it's like a classic. I mean, I think I've rode that so many times as a kid. It was one of my favorite rides, actually, just because it's so simple.
Yeah. But it's funny. It's like I don't remember it much. I remember going on it all the time, and I remember the line where part of the line, you have the waterfall right there, and you can watch them go up the hill climb.
Yeah,
and that's all I remember. And then coming down, of course, but the whole inside of the mountain, I remember it all.
Well, and that kind of got an update. When they updated the mine train, they
updated that too.
But well, pretty much the same, just updated.
Yeah.
You're not selling it to me now, Jason.
Well, I mean, like I said, you can't expect the same.
It's not like Splash
quality, but they're not going to have like the. Here's a friend.
Yeah. Of course, we hit it at the same time.
I should let you do it. Hi, Leo.
Hey, Leo. We haven't watched it yet, so we're just talking about.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
It's Saturday in the UK because we're in the future.
Saturday morning.
Happy
it's early hours Saturday. Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up and going to like the UK theme parks. My favourite rides were the log flume. We had like one at Thorpe Park and we had one at Blackwall Pleasure Beach. Both now have gone, and the one at Thorpe Park is the one that everyone sees where Princess Diana took like William and Harry on.
Oh, right.
That's like the Thorpe Park log flume.
Okay.
Yeah.
but I mean, we didn't have the theming. There was no mountains to go through. There was maybe a wooden hut at the top of the thing, and you know, the log flumes looked like bathtubs. It was, you know, none of the plastic tubing.
Oh, right. So your log flume is pretty much like the one that I rode over in Salem, Oregon, called the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah,
and that's basically a flume with nothing, and you just go through the forest, and then you go
Didn't
down.
even have any music. Him and Chris was singing.
No, yeah, Chris was singing the Splash Mountain song.
Yeah.
It's weird because when you watch the video, you can hear you singing. It's funny.
Yeah. It was really funny.
It looked like you were going through plastic tubing, and there was no, there was no disguising the fact of what you were doing.
Yeah,
but they were still my favorite rides, you know. So
yeah.
There's not a lot of. We don't get a lot of log rides over in the UK, even though most of our theme parks are only open in the summer when the weather's good enough for them. We still don't seem to have a lot of log rides, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck because you're getting the Lion King.
Yeah.
Don't even go there, Jason.
The log flume is boring. Like Flags over Texas.
You're all right.
Boring, meaning there's not much to see. Also,
yeah. Well, okay. So I was gonna say, you could see the water track portions. There's no hiding that, but the animatronics, while they're motion, like I said, they're like the mine train ones. You're not gonna find
like a Tiana
6.
Yeah,
the
that's good because she doesn't work most of the time.
Yeah, but you're not gonna see stuff moving all fluid. You're gonna see it.
It's just doing one thing like this.
Yeah, they're just like
sawing.
They're pretty much like windups that are plugged in.
Yeah,
think of them as like larger cuckoo clock like little characters. Like they just go like I'm sawing something, like it's weird. But that's the kind of the I don't want to say niche, but it's like their thing,
Yeah, it's their
like it's cool. They don't want to spend millions of dollars on an animatronic, like you said, that might not even work.
Yeah. Well, these animatronics are super basic, and they've lasted so long.
Yeah.
So
they work so good.
Yeah. Yeah, because this log flume opened in 1969.
Yeah.
So it's been around a long time. And Leo says, you're in a log and floating until you come to the big hill, then it's over.
Yeah, I mean,
you get wet, I'm assuming.
This one is not very long, so it's pretty much the same thing.
It's the only thing that I really don't like about Tiana's / Splash Mountain is the getting wet, which I know kind of defeats the object of being on a log ride.
Yeah.
You go up a hill to go back down a hill. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, in the same fashion, that's the same as Vanderhorn, really. Except
Pirates, you go down a hill to go back up a hill.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, all water rides are the same. You either climbing or going down to go up and down.
I think the shortest log flume, if you can call it a log flume, is not really a log flume, but it's tidal wave over at Magic Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you get into the boat, you go out, it climbs up, makes a turn, comes down and splashes you, and that's the end of the ride.
Yeah, but really, if you're gonna get wet, but really, if you're in the watching, you're on the bridge.
Yeah, you get wet.
It just splashes everybody who's outside of the vehicle.
So I don't know if you guys had the TV show Step by Step over in the UK with Suzanne Summers and
Brandon Call that I went to school with.
What?
I went to school with Brandon Call.
Oh, Brandon. Yeah. So in that opening of that TV show, you'll see tidal wave, and then they're all standing on that bridge. Yeah. Yep. So you don't get as wet on this ride as that ride.
Good.
Yeah. I
honestly, this video is 11 minutes long, and I don't know what else is in there because that ride is not that long.
Yeah. Is it from Chris?
It's from Chris.
Yeah. Okay.
From the queue and a bit of ambience and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, shall we go take a look?
Of him singing in it.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to show the $5 guy.
No, I think this was before, wasn't it?
Well, I'm looking at the building, and I think it's the same building, and it's a photo place.
Yeah, because the thing that Chris was talking about. So they explained to the girls. So we went to Knott's Berry Farm for a taste of Knott's. And it was during COVID, so nothing was open, no rides were open or anything. And we happened to, you know how we like woodworking. There was a guy doing wood carvings over there, and we were looking at all the pieces and stuff. And you know, some were like $150, others were $200. And Chris was looking at it and goes, "Man, do you have anything this expensive? Do you have anything for $5?" And the guy's like, $5? What are you talking about? It's $5.
I can make you one letter.
Yeah. So while Chris and I were recording the park, you know, we walked around the park and I was recording it and I did a 360 for that. And as we were walking there, we hear, "Hey, $5. He was yelling for Chris. So we were walking through the
guy remembered him.
He remembered him. It was so funny. So now we always bring that up, $5.
So Sam shared the photo.
Yeah, this was Blackpool Pleasure Beach's log flume.
Oh, wow.
There's a long straightaway. Where do you actually go up the hill? I see right over here to the left.
Yeah, where the like wooden hut is.
Yeah,
that's where you go up and go down.
Cool.
It was built in the late 60s and dismantled in 2023 due to high maintenance costs.
Yeah.
In other words, they were too tight to pay for it.
Yeah, but that was what I grew up with as log flumes. You know, it's
is there water below that?
No, below that there is a lake that used to have like swan boats that you.
You can pedal
around.
No, they weren't pedal ones. They were on a track.
On a track.
Yeah, and it just took you around the lake on a little like 5-minute boat ride.
I'm just like I'm kind of curious. Why did this have a flume right here and not just right on top of the lake?
Because the lake was underneath it with the boat ride, and then this was like elevated up a level.
So the boat ride went under it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes underneath it.
Yeah. So the boat ride like went underneath it. Yeah. So the black and white photo, that's got the Grand National roller coaster next to it, which is where you get two trains racing each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
But that's a wooden coaster.
Yeah. Is that still there?
Yeah, that's still there. That's still running. The coloured photo, the large coaster in front is the Pepsi Max big one, which at one stage was the highest roller coaster in the UK.
It's got some hideous drop.
Yeah,
it has got a very hideous drop.
We don't call it Pepsi Max anymore. We're Pepsi Zero.
Yeah.
We copy Coke.
It's probably not even the Pepsi Max now, but when it
opened, it's sponsored, but it's sponsored by somebody else.
Yeah, but when it opened, it was the Pepsi Max big one. Yeah, I think it was like 200 and something foot.
Literally is just you plummet down to your death. I mean, it makes me feel ill looking at how high it is.
But again, it's one of them that is over so quickly because it literally just goes up, drops down, goes around a few times, and you're back to the beginning.
But it's the going up, the anticipation of the down dropping. That is.
It is. I have
thinking about it. I'm having an anxiety attack. My heart's going.
I mean, Splash Mountain did that too. You go straight up. They go right.
Yeah. But yeah. So that was basically what I grew up with as log flumes. None of this like theming like Tiana's or anything like that.
Pretty much every log ride in the UK looked like this.
Yeah.
with maybe a little bit of theming.
Yeah, not much.
I mean,
not much.
That hill right there looks just like the Nuts one. You'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
the wooden coaster, that reminds me of Colossus.
You're right.
Was it Magic
Mountain? Yeah.
And actually Knott's has Ghost Rider, which is actually kind of a not newer, but it's not as old.
Yeah.
But it's built like that.
Yeah, I mean,
we should do that one too.
Well, I was say a lot. We've got a couple of big wooden coasters. I mean, we've got the one in Dreamland.
Yeah, just up the road from me.
Yeah. Then we got obviously the Grand National at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They also had one, I don't know whether it's still there or not. They had one called the Steeplechase, where basically you sat on a horse, like a carousel horse, in effect. And you went round the coaster on this carousel horse.
Wow.
That's
well. Yeah, Knott's had something.
Knott's has one that's like the Tron. It's like the same thing as the Tron coaster, but you're on
like the Tron thing.
I mean, it's made by the same people. It's the same thing, but you're on a horse.
Yeah,
it's over in less time than Tron. How long did we do it for? Was it something
Tron's
like
not very long either? So
yeah, but it was something like 23 seconds or something. It was obscenely quick.
No,
yes, it made Tron look long. When we watched it, but we had to watch it like 2 or 3 times because it was so short.
Yeah,
I mean the steeplechase, they sit 2 people on these horses, and you're strapped in with a lap belt.
Wait, 2 people on the same horse or side by side?
Yeah, no, 2 people on the same horse, one in the front, one in the back. Weird. And you had like a lap belt, like a car seat belt around you.
Yeah,
and,
nice.
Yeah.
There goes Jason.
Yeah. He won by a nose.
It's still open, Sam.
It's still open. It's fantastic.
Yep. Opened in 1977.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when I was born.
And it's still open today.
Yeah. And it's got like it's like mimics going up over these little like hurdles and banking round corners. And all you've got is a seatbelt. You think you're going to die.
Let me show you a picture, Jason. You will not. Actually, let me just send you the Wikipedia page because then you can see the 3 or 4 pictures of it, and you'll be like, "Only in Britain? What the hell?" I'll post it in the chat here. Hang on. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I used to go to Blackpool like 4 or 5 times a year because of my dancing. So we always went
to worry about opening a park in the UK if this is what we have to.
Yeah, this is what we are brought up with. It's
there it is.
Yeah, that's the steeplechase.
Oh yeah,
it's got 3 tracks.
Yeah,
and that is similar to what used to be.
Like the soapbox?
Yeah, like soapbox derby. But yeah, because it used to be a horse race thing and then became soapbox derby.
And there's the horse there.
Yeah.
There's the horse.
Wow. Do you have to wear helmets when you ride that roller coaster?
No helmets.
Yeah, there's 2 people on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you literally sit like one in front of the other on it.
Yeah. See, this track is very soapbox.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's like a rail.
So at Knott's Berry Farm, they had a racetrack like this with the horses that you get on. And they replaced it with a thing called the Wacky Soapbox Racer. And it was basically a soapbox with you can fit 4 people in a car and it would run on the track like that. And it's the same track, that tubular one single rail track. So
maybe we can look it up afterwards.
Yeah. I'll show you the what do you call it? Enchanted Forest log ride as well. You can look at that one too.
All right, well, let's get to the ride.
Okay.
And this is by
Chris. Thank you, Chris.
That's
when I was a kid, this thing looked so huge, and now now that I'm bigger and looking at this, it's not very big.
You're bigger.
Yeah.
I can't imagine this queue has ever filled up.
I don't know.
Might be.
I don't remember this part of the queue. I just remember that part where you're in the cave. Yeah, there's the lip hill. And I believe you sit like Splash.
Yeah.
At least Disneyland. Single file, yeah.
You'd never have any kind of animatronics or something like this.
Yeah, you see that one?
They're just simple.
Yeah, but at least he's soaring.
That's why they have new Toshi for that. Well, I mean, it's probably the Halloween thing.
It moves quite fast.
Yeah, it moves pretty quick. Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, you go to a couple of places. Some more cheap animatronics.
You go through this thing pretty fast.
You're right, the theme is really similar to the to the other ride.
It's good. It's part of the ghost town.
Yeah,
the western.
Like it's supposed to be not great, you know. Like it's just supposed to be an easy thing.
That flume is pretty filled up.
The caves are all carved like exactly the same as the mine train.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
Honestly, it's been a while since I rode it, but I don't remember it being this long.
No.
It's going really fast.
Yeah, looking for gold. All the gold mining. I don't remember.
Okay, looks like that's paycheck for this.
Yeah.
Barely on the log.
Yeah.
Putting on top of it. Yeah, I don't remember these parts, to be honest. Now, obviously, we're going to go up there back down.
Yeah.
Just to climb for the drop. Remember when we were riding Guyana and the guy we were with was going, "Did the drop now? Did the drop now?"
Look, it's got dynamite and everything. Like,
I know.
Mine train.
Yeah, I don't remember it going.
I don't remember going that fast either.
No.
It was quite a big drop. And a picture.
Yeah.
That's
When I was a kid, there were no pictures. It was just a drop.
It doesn't look as steep as
It's not like Splash at all. It's like
it doesn't go straight down, but it's just longer.
I think about Splash is like 3 times the height of this one too.
Only 50 foot.
Oh, he goes at night? Did he go on it at night?
I guess. I didn't read it.
He does go through it quite quickly, though.
It does.
It's not hanging about going up that climb.
Oh boy.
I guess we're gonna go do it again.
Cool. At night.
That explains why it was so long.
Yeah. Lean forward, especially during drops.
Knott's does get lit up at night.
Yeah, it's nothing like Disneyland.
Everything kind of has a light on it.
Yeah.
You see the jets floating right there. It never used to be lit up like this either.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really pretty at night. Look, and all the animatronics are working.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them just kind of stand there.
They wink at you as you go by.
They should have real people on there. That'd freak me out.
Yeah.
That water train
Look how
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
fast you go.
It's almost like you're on some kind of rapid ride. It's that
Yeah.
They must have sped it up just to have a little more fun. That water is like
But that's what's so weird is, Disneyland rides I remember, but I don't remember. I know we went on this 100 million times going on. Just I don't remember it.
The last time I rode this was probably when I lived in Huntington Beach.
Oh wow! Yeah.
How long ago was that?
What, 20 something?
Yeah, probably before I went to Disney World. So over 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, when I lived in Huntington, I had friends that worked at Knott's and Disneyland.
I mean, it looked like it was going pretty fast in the daytime. I don't know whether it's like the illusion of it night, so everything's faster at night, but it actually looks like it's going faster.
One little darker.
I know.
Wasn't it him? Like it was on one ride.
Yeah.
On that Enchanted Forest ride, they both squirt when they go
Yeah,
down.
we'll have to watch that.
That's funny. You sound like a girl when you went down that.
Me? No, that wasn't me.
You.
That was the person behind me.
No, it was definitely you.
That would be funny if they stick like a motionless Tiana in there. It looks like he's taking a leap.
That's what I thought when we went past the wall.
Yeah.
I would be interested to read the history to see if this had the dynamite or if Big Thunder Mountain had the dynamite.
Never dynamite first.
Oh wow, that's cool looking.
It does. It looks really cool at night. Oh, and his camera's still work.
Yeah.
Got the bokeh effect now.
Oh. My gosh. Oh my gosh.
I like their uniforms. They get to wear Levi jeans and flannel shirts.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like everybody over here.
That was pretty funny. The other boat lifted it up.
Yeah.
They're going to look for themselves. Like when we were on Tiana's, and I'm pulling a hideous face because I didn't want to get wet.
I wish you would have a longer end without the overlays.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
They're just really fun.
Yeah.
Rides.
Like big Thunder Mountain and water.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mine train ride, Sam, is really cool as well because it goes indoors. So it's not a coaster like BTM is, but it's similar theming to our one.
And it's real slow. It's
really cool.
Just goes around and So
they had a donkey as well.
Yeah, the same.
And a donkey, yeah.
I am. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It goes so fast.
But it doesn't feel like it's. I know that sounds nuts. It doesn't feel like it's rushed.
No. I mean, it seems like everything's pretty spaced apart. The what do you call that?
And the scenes.
The scenes. Yeah, the scenes seem spaced apart well enough. So.
Yeah, I don't remember it ever going that fast.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think they just spit it up.
Video, that makes Tiana's looks like
a sedate.
Oh.
Yeah. That just looks so slow. But yeah, no, that looked really, really good. And it was nice seeing it lit up at night as well.
Yeah, it was neat that Chris did that for, has two versions of that. So
yeah, it does look really good.
Shout out my number one fans, apparently.
Yeah.
You both can't be number ones. I'm sorry. I tried to tell Em she was number one. She's like, no, it's Casper.
You're right. It does go fast.
Yeah. And this one is weird because, well, not weird. It's kind of funny that in the history of this ride that I think the inaugural event for this was with John Wayne. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of neat. Or he dedicated the ride and stuff. So, yeah.
You see that?
I didn't see. What am I looking at? Oh, wait, this. So there we go, Em. Thank you.
Fine.
It's not a competition.
So who's Shaz's number one fan?
I don't have one.
She's right there, sitting next to her.
Number one bestie here. Yes.
Yeah. They're each other's number one fan.
Someone has to love us, I suppose.
For those watching who don't normally see Sam, Chaz and Sam have their own channel, Middle Age Magic.
We do.
It's pretty cool channel.
Yeah.
You guys haven't posted a video in a while though.
No,
they're in the process of
being in charge of editing.
Yeah.
Oh, you got my editing chopped. I'll post something 3 months later, or 6 months in case of Zach's. But
yeah,
Sam's going to have them all ramped up and ready to go, and then she'll drop them all like that.
Yeah, they get like 3 months worth loaded up and go.
So
we'll be on our way back to Disneyland by then.
In 2013, it went over a 5-month renovation by Gardner Holt to do the animatronics and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean the animatronics didn't feel old.
Hi.
Steve's #1 fan.
I didn't see it. I was looking at the other page. Sorry.
Yeah, you see her all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, they're meant to be.
Yeah, they're not meant to be like fancy,
cheesy, but they're not cheesy. They're not supposed to be the best things.
Yeah, I mean, like the Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland Paris hasn't really got people animatronics.
No,
that I can remember.
Got a donkey and a goat.
Yeah, got a donkey and a goat. You know, so
yeah.
So, but yeah, no, the theming on that was amazing. It was really
and a
really
chicken.
Good. Oh yeah, and a chicken.
We have rattlesnakes on ours.
Okay.
That's just showing off. But yeah, no, I really enjoy. I'm. The more I think about Knott's Berry Farm, the more I'm intrigued to go.
It's actually pretty neat. I mean, it's different than any other theme park that's in California because they do have the ghost town section, you know, the Western gold mining theming, and then they used to have the gold mine area, and then they had like a Roaring 20s area, and then they had I think they still do the Camp Snoopy. So they have like a whole section for kids called Camp Snoopy. And then they had the Fiesta Town. So there they had all the Mexican stuff or Latin stuff. So they had a roller coaster there called Montezuma's Revenge. They had the teacups, but there are sombreros. And there's and it was kind of neat. And they had all sorts of other different things there too. So so they had a variety of stuff. And the history of that park is actually really cool. Yeah, and they have a big train. It doesn't go around the whole park, but part of the park.
They also have a stagecoach you can ride on.
Stagecoach with real horses. And, yep. So it's pretty neat. Yeah.
Hearing me laugh is so funny.
Well, maybe if the laugh wasn't so loud, then you wouldn't hear it.
Yeah.
They're doing it on purpose. You can do knots in one day for sure. So.
Yeah, that's definitely. It's not even a full day either, especially because you guys don't do roller coasters.
Oh, I do.
Well, I don't know if they go upside down.
Yeah, I do them.
Oh, okay.
They are mostly roller coasters there, except for
those two. Them that side can do the roller coaster thing. Yeah, them two.
Them two.
Yeah, them two.
Yeah, I used to not like it, but I think it was Revolution at Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain.
That was like the first time I did a loop, and I was like, "Oh, this is nothing."
Yeah, that Revolution at Magic Mountain is so smooth, and they have 2 log or 3 log, or they used to have a thing called the jet stream. I don't know if that's still there at Magic Mountain. And then they had a log ride, and then they had like a rapids ride as well. Bigfoot. Well, or Knott's Berry Farm had Bigfoot Rapids.
Right, which is called something else now.
Something else.
About last time.
Yeah.
When you go back, when you come back in September, you should just take a day to go over there.
Yeah.
And you can spend more time if you just like wander around
and then have dinner at the chicken.
Yes.
At the chicken place.
The chicken, which is outside of the.
It's outside the park. Yeah. It's near the entrance of the park.
Yeah, you'll walk past it as you go in.
Yeah.
Unless you take the tunnel, I guess. Depends on where you park.
Yeah.
There's a tunnel that goes under the street.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because on the other side is the parking lot that used to be another park, a free park to go to. It had a lake. It had pedal boats. It had like a little mini train that went around the lake. They had mule rides and all that stuff. And that was on the other side of Knott's.
All right.
You want to check out the other one that I see? We did it again.
Well, now let's go check out the other one.
Stop clicking the same button.
No. He was about to say the same thing that I was about to say the same thing. So
yeah,
fried chicken. Kind of weird bromance.
So do you want to explain this, Steve? I know you kind of did, but
this log flume ride is over in Oregon, in Salem, Oregon, and it's in this little theme area called it's a theme park called Enchanted Forest, and it's real small, and they do a lot of really cool things. They have a haunted house there. They have this log flume ride. They have their version of a Matterhorn, but it's an enclosed little. It's really funny. Chris has it on his video or on his channel. So me and Chris are in here, and Alex is watching from the. Yeah.
It's funny. This is called Big Timber, and Knox is Timber Mountain.
Yeah.
But they're both called they're just a generic log ride.
Yeah. But yeah, what's cool about this one is you're actually going through the forest. You know, the guy that opened this up, he bought, I forgot how many acres this park is, but it's on the side of a mountain or side of a hill, and he built the entire park on this side of the hill. And it's really cool.
Nice. All right, well, here we go.
When they
Chris, and then there's a girl that's behind me.
It's not a girl behind you. That's you squeaking. You can tell it's him. It's when the first time I watched this, I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Well, you'll see later what. How come I hear myself?
Yeah, Chris screams louder than you do, I think.
Yeah.
It was like that when they get to that point.
No, not even close.
I will reserve judgment.
This is not.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think you're right, Leo.
It is better, yes.
Yeah.
Although that's hard to beat, but
because Disneyland has that Plaza Inn, and their fried chicken's really good. But yeah,
I'm wet.
But Mrs. Knott's, Knott's was kind of built around her fried chicken, really.
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
It was to give something to people to do while they're waiting in line.
For the chicken. So this is basically what you see on the ride. All these trees and everything.
I love how you can hear the sound. It just makes the sound so cheap.
Yeah.
Authentic places.
Yeah. But it's the little patterns that make you not fall backwards.
You want to talk about animatronic?
Not here.
Yeah.
These ones actually move?
This is just a sawmill, and there's like nothing going on. So I don't know where he got the idea to make this, and maybe it is from Knott's Berry Farm, since he has the Matterhorn type looking bobsled ride. It's not really a bobsled, but
yeah, that's the one that's just like a metal.
It's like
track or something.
Yeah, it's like a.
There's no track; it just kind of glides on it.
No, it's a track.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's two cars attached to each other, and then they have a cab, a glass or a plexiglass cab that goes over you. So if you have like claustrophobia or whatever, it's not a good thing, even though you can see through it. And...
So I always hated the water slides that go like in a tunnel.
Yeah, here's Chris singing. He's singing the Splash Mountain song. See, because there's no music, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But it's really relaxing.
And it's moving a lot slower.
Yeah, like that, like Leo.
But at least you're in a forest going through stuff. If this was a UK theme park, you don't even have the trees and like the forest theming. It's just literally you're in a plastic tube.
Somebody got
And then you're up kind of high too.
Yeah.
Because down below on your left is their little bobsled ride.
This is almost like the speed you would get like on a lazy river, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is how I remember Knott's Berry Farms.
I don't remember it being this slow, but
yeah.
I don't remember Knott's being that fast.
Yeah, they need music on this ride. There's a cast member up there watching. And this part is weird because coming up where it goes out of the water and you're on a track now.
Wakey, Lauren.
This part. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You're out of the water. It's like on a track.
That was
Both of us weren't
too busy chit chatting. Look, watching. Look behind. Right, ready?
I slid.
Yeah, I slid off my seat there.
It's got absolutely soaking.
Yeah.
What's up, Alex?
Hey, hello, Manny.
There's Alex is up there. You need animals coming.
I slid in the seat.
We were
put my
soaked.
feet on the pegs, so I slid. That was cool.
That's usually the
That was a
case
lot of
with these. Like you're mostly getting soaked from the seats, you know.
Yeah.
This one it hits the side and it comes back into the boat.
Ooh. Oh, I would.
Yeah, it's basic log ride. It was a 45-minute wait.
What?
Really?
Wow.
45 minutes.
I wouldn't even imagine there'd be that many people there.
Yeah, I don't know. We came on a weekend, I think. I actually dropped Alex and Chris off because there was no parking. So I dropped them off and then I drove over somewhere. I remember going to my aunt's house or something, and then I came back and then I met up with them. I actually found a parking spot. So
I just want to point out the moss on the walls is real.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, that was Chris. They had all this moss,
like you
right?
got wetter on that one than the people at Knott's Berry were getting wet.
Chris was touching the moss and everything. He's like, "Is this real?" And Alex is like, "It's real." So it's an organ. So
yeah. I think that's kind of the vibe at this place, Manny.
Yeah,
it's just it's your own account. There's, like I said, there's no music going on. He's just
yeah.
Leo is singing.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah.
And you actually can feel the sunshine in here. Like
yeah.
There's a lot of trees around.
Yeah.
You can see it.
So there's your comparison of a basic log flume, and then you got Knott's Berry Farms. You know,
honestly, they're not
Timber Mountain
much different. I mean, one's going.
No, it's just the theming,
and one goes really, really fast.
Yeah. And one's been there for 56 years now.
If that one was going as fast as Knott's, that would be like 2 minutes.
If that, be like run speed.
Yeah, but I mean, we've not. Our log flumes have never been like that, and they're still not now. I don't think there's actually one left in the UK now.
How fast did yours go? Not that, but faster. Not as fast as not.
More the Oregon pace than Knott's Berry Farm pace.
Oh, okay.
I've never been on any log flume that goes that fast.
So it's like it depends on how many jets there is. If there's just like one that pushes it in the beginning, then it's just like a lazy river that carries its own, kind of motion.
Yeah.
Like the Knott's ones is more like, or not the Knott's, the Enchanted Forest one is more like a relaxing stroll through the forest.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I felt about Splash. Like it wasn't going that fast.
Yeah.
They don't go that fast. It's just kind of a relaxing.
Yeah, and looking at all the characters and stuff like that. And yeah.
And that's why you do that in like Small World. And
Yeah. No, I mean, the Knott's Berry Farm one looked really fun. That was and I said, the simple animatronics suited it. It didn't
doesn't need anything cool and sexy.
No,
it just needs
more. Well, that's what I'm.
The theming, doesn't it?
I can't think of a word in my head, but it's it's just that vibe. It's the classic stuff, and there's a Calico ghost town out in California.
Yeah,
that Walter Knott actually bought some of the older buildings from there and brought them to Knott's.
Yeah,
that's why it was called a ghost town.
Because he owned that
he owned
ghost town.
He owned the Calico, which they've fixed up some stuff and then they rebuilt some of the stuff at Knott's too. But
so like the bottle house he brought from the ghost town, the real ghost town, and brought it into Knott's Berry Farm.
Calico Ghost Town has the same vibe. It has like the cheap tricks, like it says like baby rattlers on things, and when you look in there, they're actually little baby toy rattler things. But like Knott's has these characters that don't move. There's like little set buildings, and they're like a person getting his haircut, and it's like
they have some recording going on in there.
Yeah.
The other thing was Sleepy Eye Joe. I think that's his name, or Sad Eye Joe, where you can come up to him and you see him in there, and you can talk to him. It's an actual person that's like in the building behind you, looking over there.
Yeah,
but it's just like a mannequin looking old,
guy,
Western guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't move. His mouth doesn't move, but you can talk to him. But it's like that's the same vibe their animatronics have, except they just barely move, but they all look kind of that same theming.
Gold mining guy.
Yeah.
And then Knott's had a really cool building called the Haunted Shack, which they got rid of it for some reason because it was really cool.
I think it was
I
think it was falling apart.
Oh, was it?
They should have just rebuilt it. But
they had a slope, an uphill slope, but the wall was running uphill. And you can sit in this chair, leaning against the wall, and you can't get out of the chair. And you're on one part of the wall, and you walk over to the other part, and you hit your head on the ceiling because you're tall.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. It was really neat. It was just a neat little. They call it the Haunted Shack.
Yeah, or there's
illusion
places out like on roadside attractions. They call them mystery shacks or something.
Yeah, the mystery spot off 101.
Yeah,
there's one in Northern California. I went there. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, we have like the crazy house or something like that. There's one at South End that's been there at least 50 odd years, and that's very similar with wonky floors and
exactly
like that. Yeah,
you can walk to one side and you look smaller, and you walk to the other side, you're like bigger. And
they actually have that over at that Enchanted Forest. There's a house.
Oh, are they?
Or not a house. It's a little walk-through thing that you go through, and then it's the same type of effect.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
We got 2 rides on one.
Yeah. Well, we got 3 rides technically.
Yeah.
We should do. Like I said, we should do Ghost Rider next time, maybe. next week.
We've already got one lined up for next time. The time after
next time we do like a nuts ride, we should do that.
Yeah, Ghost Ride.
So next Friday we're doing. I believe was it Manny or Leo that also was asking for that too. Was the Autopia at Walt Disney World?
Yeah, the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Tomorrowland Speedway. Yeah,
we looked it up and we haven't done it, so that'll be
done every other one, but not the Disney World one.
Yeah.
But are you going to do it with its Christmas overlay?
No, because I was driving and the driving was terrible. Because the car was like driving a brick. It didn't matter where I steered, the car went its own way.
It did. It was fantastic. But yeah.
It wasn't. The commentary on it is like, this car's like driving a brick. Oh, look, I'm going left. And the car's going right.
What I really like from the Tomorrowland Speedway is the style of the cars. So those cars are my favorite. When they had it at Disneyland and they got rid of them, I was like, what are you guys doing? Now we got some stupid looking cars over in Autopia. What?
They look like Honda cars.
Yeah, dumb looking things.
I used to
I still love riding it. But
it's like I used to love the smell of Autopia. It had that engine fume smell.
You'll get that. You'll get that at Disneyland.
Yeah,
you can stand there and smell it.
I love the smell of that.
And the noise that little
unlike what was it, the Shanghai one or Hong Kong?
Yeah, it was I believe it was Hong Kong. Was
it's electric? It's
like electric,
It sounded like the Jetsons
for everybody.
And it had horrible sound effects in it too.
That's what I mean. It sounded like the Jetsons, but like worse.
Yeah, it was dumb.
I hope your cars are better to steer than the Disney World one. The
Disneyland, what's hard is the pedal. Your leg gets really tired pushing down on that pedal.
I'm good with that because I'm used to driving my truck.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that's because your leg isn't like this. Like,
because I'm a normal small human size and I will fit in the car properly.
Didn't I do the pedal and you do the driving?
Yeah, because the pedal was in a really weird place. So Sam put a foot on the gas and I did the steering. Well, I did.
They have left and right steering over there. So sometimes you'll get the steering wheel's going to be on the right. Sometimes it's on the left. And then your gas pedal.
The pedal was slap bang in the middle of the car.
Yeah, the pedal was in the middle.
Yeah. It was like, oh great. So I need to either press down with my left foot, which I can't do because my left knee's shot.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Sit cross-legged.
Yeah.
So I was like, Sam, can you push the pedal, please? I'll try and steer.
Better for me because then I could keep my legs straight out with my wonky knees. So it was like, it worked.
So that'll be next week, Friday.
Yeah, we can't use our video because you'll have me going, this car's terrible. It's like driving a brick. Why did they bother putting a steering wheel on? Look, no hands.
Yeah,
it's funny.
But the lights are very pretty for the Christmas.
The lights were very pretty. Yeah. When you were, and the video didn't look too bad seasick wise because I thought we were just going to be all over the place, didn't I? But it turned out all right.
It wasn't too bad, yeah.
What's that?
Do you want to watch a soapbox?
Oh yeah, the wacky soapbox race.
Oh yeah, wacky soapbox. Yeah,
that was actually one of my favorite rides at Knott's Berry Farm. Was the wacky soapbox racers.
Let's watch that really fast.
All right, it's not very long, so if I remember right. And then so you race against. There's I believe 4 soapbox racers, right? And you race against each other.
Yeah, I don't remember. This is only 2 minutes long, so
yeah. Cool. All right, let's go watch that.
This is by HB Videos. Can't really see it, but it's cut off.
1994.
When did this close?
We'll have to look it up.
Definitely good. Closed in 96.
Oh wow.
See how that tracks are like straight up like yours.
Yeah. See, this is what you can
really
lean.
Sitting in a box.
Yeah. So there's 4, and then so this used to be the horse, or it was the horse racing one.
Yeah.
It's now Windjammer is over there.
Yeah.
And then and that was replaced by Accelerator. So it's now Accelerator.
Is that one of those hideous giant coasters?
Yeah. And this is in the corner of the park.
It doesn't look like you're going very quick.
No, but
it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
It's the car tilts and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the steeplechase in Blackpool Pleasure Beach is tucked away in a back corner.
So the thing with these though is they're not like programmed, so it really depends on the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The winds and all that.
So they're heavy.
And then you can lean, and it feels like you go faster.
Cool.
And of course, inside corners will pick you up too.
Yeah. And that was it.
It was pretty fun though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That looks so cool.
Yeah. And it looks like a little soapbox derby car.
Yeah, like it's been knocked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cute.
So Knott's has had a lot of rides like that.
Mm.
You know, back in the day. And then when I growing up, they actually had a trolley car. So you park your car and you would hop on the little trolley car, like San Francisco streetcar, and it would take you to the entrance of the park.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And it used to be free. Knott's Berry Farm was free.
What, you just paid per ride, or?
It was later on. So like the ghost town and stuff, you can just wander around in there and watch a show and everything. But yeah, if you want to go on, they didn't really have rides per se. They had the train, they had the stagecoach and stuff. And I can't remember, but I think it was individual, kind of like how Disneyland had the ticket. So the ticket book. So I think it was, this one was, I think, individual.
So Knott's was different because it actually was a farm.
Yeah, it was a real farm.
They were just built around it. So
yeah.
And the whole reason for her having the chicken again is because people were coming and they were starting to just get long lines, and she was feeding that. Well, no, sorry, they were coming for the chicken. They were getting long lines for that chicken, so they started building things for the people to do in the lines, and that's where the rides started coming in.
Right. Because we were talking about Blackpool Pleasure Beach like earlier, and it was like, well, I remember it when it was free to go into and you just paid per ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it's like changed to you had to pay to go in, but then everything was free while inside. Then it was like, I remember it going back to being like free and then pay per ride, and it had changed a couple of times like over the course.
That's like the fair. So like a fair, you have an admission price of like $10 or whatever, and you get into the fair. But then if you want to ride the rides, that's another admission to ride the rides.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Disneyland did that up till, what was it, 82?
80 something, yeah.
Wow.
That's when
and we looked at the prices of it like today, and it was like, whoa. It's like, for what's there, they're charging huge amounts. But that's a discussion for tomorrow.
And this is my...
There you go.
My Knott's Berry Farm mug.
Yeah.
Stagecoach.
Yeah. This is from the 80s, I think.
Wow.
This mug. Yeah.
Sam will steal that. Be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I looked at like Knott's Berry Farm at Christmas, and that looks very
Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, Knott's Berry Farm. Yeah.
They're actually one of the first ones to start doing the Halloween overlay stuff too. For Scary
Farm. They had Knott's Scary Farm.
Yeah.
And then Universal caught on. They started doing it a little better, but Knott's still does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have zombie.
There is a lot of history at Knott's, and with Walter Knott and Walt Disney being friends and stuff. So, you know, because Knott's Berry Farm is literally 10 minutes south or north of Disneyland. So
west,
northwest. Yeah. Because when you go up to 5,
you with the map guy, Chase.
Yeah.
Get a map out.
We don't need a map.
Yeah.
Actually, like
Disneyland is southeast of Knott's Berry Farm.
Mm.
Yeah. Just follow the 91 diagonal thing.
No, the 5. The 5.
Well,
91 is
91 goes out towards not so you can take that.
Yeah, you take Beach Boulevard. But the 5 is the one that goes diagonal to Disneyland.
Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. There we go.
You could take Catella, you could take Beach, you could whatever.
Ball. Yeah.
Don't antagonize him. He'll get a map out. We'll be here all night.
No. There's no map. We're done. So thanks everyone for watching.
This is when Steve and I went to Disneyland and hit each other in the face.
Yeah. That punk.
We told the story before, but at the same time when we didn't know each other, we were both going to Disneyland kind of after our day work shift, whatever we want to call it, was done. I would be coming home to Huntington Beach, and you're leaving, but we're both up at the park.
Yeah.
At the same times, at the same years. So we always joke we probably ran into each other and
probably.
Get out my way, punk.
Yeah. So, I didn't want to drive that 91 going back to Mexico.
And I had already driven the 405 coming back.
Yeah. Just now you want to relax and
yeah.
So
we're gonna sign off anyway, Leo. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And don't forget, next Friday we'll be doing the Tomorrowland Speedway. And what's coming up this weekend, Jay? We got something.
And tomorrow we are doing our Concilium, talking about Star Wars Nights, Universal UK, and popcorn buckets.
Yes.
And popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
And ticket price and whatever else.
And don't forget Sunday. What's coming up Sunday?
Yeah, and this Sunday, special day because of we're doing the May the 4th version on May the 4th. So we're doing an earlier version this month for our What's This trivia, which this is just general knowledge as well.
Yeah, so you can win again, Leo.
You can win again.
Yeah.
Lauren's not allowed to win anything else because I don't have any space.
Thank you, Manny, for coming on with us.
Yeah, thanks, Manny.
So there we have it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with friends and family. Comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you've been to Knott's and if you remember any of these rides. And we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you real soon.
Oh, Zach's not here.
I know. I was like, there's no peace.
Yeah. He's asleep.
Of course he's asleep.
Yeah.
I can't.
Bye-bye, number one. Oh, they click on that, Max.